I just got home from work, and it was a long day. I'm very tired, but whenever I'm driving to and from work every day, I always notice the same thing, and it really pisses me off. It's not even days that I work, it's every time I get into my car and go somewhere. I always have to deal with people who are just reckless drivers. I just, for the love of God, hate it when people think that they own the fucking road because they either have a big truck or just a fancy sports car. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I've probably lost a bit of control of my car or had a miniature heart attack because I had to deal with some loser piece of shit who thought that he was the big man on campus and decided to just speed like going 90 to 100 miles per hour on the highway. I don't get it. I don't know if it's just some power trip or maybe he just has a small penis. All I know is that there are some people who should not be given keys to a car, let alone be allowed to go on the highway or the freeway or just any access road that is like 40 miles an hour. Now, I live in Texas, so there's a lot of people who drive pickup trucks, and for the most part, they're pretty fine, but there's a lot of them who just have insane amounts of road rage going through their mind. Like, whenever I get on the highway, I'm pretty safe driver. I usually stick to the right-hand side of the road just because I don't really speed. I follow the speed limit as best as I can. Maybe I go a few miles per hour over the speed limit, like maybe 2 or 3. I know if you want to arrest me, you can, but there's always people who are just right up on my ass. Just imagine like this is my car right here, okay? And then like here's the truck. I'm like right there. They're like right on my ass, and then they just like veer off, go to the left-hand lane, and then they just fucking full send it and cut me off just because they think I'm going too slow, which I was not. I was going the speed limit. And this happens multiple times. I really genuinely feel like whenever this happens, they have a certain grudge that they have to, instead of just going to the left-hand lane, to just pass and just use that lane to go farther ahead. And because I know it's a passing lane, people do that from time to time, but when you go out of your way to get as close as you are and get mad about it that you have to swerve off to the left-hand lane and then go directly in front of me, says a lot about your character, because they are genuinely pissed because you're not doing the stuff that they want you to. They think that you should move away because they drive a car that has more gas than someone who is lactose intolerant and drinks chocolate milk every day. Like, just stay to the one lane. You don't have to go off on some personal vendetta and risk getting into a crash because you think I'm going too slow. It does not make sense to me. It just probably feels like a power trip to them. I can't really describe it as well. But for some reason, people who drive muscle cars or trucks here specifically are the worst drivers. They just speed constantly, they swerve in and out of lanes, and they think that they're the coolest shit ever, which they're not. I think they're the biggest fucking pieces of shit douchebags to ever walk the earth. And pretty recently, it's gotten pretty bad where I'm at. I go at the end of the night. Sometimes I go to an ATM to deposit money from my job. And in the area that I'm in, it's a lot more higher end sometimes. So I see people with like Dodge Chargers or Lamborghinis sometimes, and they just do not care for everyone else who's on the road. And usually it's not just one person, it's usually a group of them who end up getting on the highway and then they just start fucking drag racing like there's no tomorrow, like it's fucking Tokyo Drift. Just because they have a special car, they think they're fucking Dominic Toretto trying to break into some government facility to steal Pokemon cards. That's the level of crazy that these people have. I cannot stress enough how much I hate them. I understand that if you have a fancy car, you would like to show it off, but some people, like, they don't even have fancy cars. It's just the most run down of the mill sedan or like $1,000 car that they got from a scrapyard that they just put an insanely loud muffler on so that they can rev up the engine and just go as fast as they can speeding down the access road. I just have one question. Why do you need to do that? Why the fuck do we have to suffer and deal with your heinous acts just because you think you can rule the road? Like, just drive fucking normal. No one's paying attention to you. It's like that episode of South Park with all the Harley Davidson riders. They're just like revving their engines. You hear like the brah, 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 and everyone just hates them. They are like all over the place. They try and run them out of town by putting shit on their bikes and calling them out on their stupidity. That's the kind of mindset I think that these people have. They think they're so fucking cool because they have a louder car that they think they're hot shit. And I've seen a few drag races from time to time. They're not that uncommon here in these parts. Like, I think I saw one a few months ago when I was with my friend, and we see like a cop car chasing after them, but I guess they didn't get caught, or maybe they did get into a wreck because there was something going on in the news where the drag race was happening and then it just like came to a sudden end because something bad probably happened. So kind of karma if you think about it, but I just don't know why people decide to have this sort of power trip over everyone when they can just drive normal, because nobody cares. Nobody likes the stuff you do. It just shows the kind of person that you are to the rest of the world. You're almost a spoiled ass piece of shit who feels like they can only get recognition because they have to make the most noise, or they were never taught any other way to respect everyone on the road. And sometimes people film themselves doing this crap. It's always on stuff like Kick, I'm pretty sure, where people are just speeding down the motorway, swerving through cars, potentially about to wreck. And I think some people have wrecked a few times. They just should not be in a car. They should not get behind the wheel if they're gonna act like fucking idiots the whole entire time, just for their own amusement or for clout. I don't know why. I'm just ranting about this because I hate it so much. I just have to deal with it so much right now because of how stupid everyone is, why they all think that they're tough shit when they're really not. And on top of that too, this is just like really nitpicking here, but I hate it. I fucking hate it when I'm just walking down the street, like in the grocery store. I get out of my car, I walk to the grocery store, but there's always that one dude who just has their music and bass on full fucking blast, so that way we hear some stupid song that they're listening to. I want to do that in front of them. Just put the most annoying shit possible and tell them like, hey, you see what you're doing to me? I'm gonna do this to you, fucker. Like, why? Why do you have to do that? They're called windows for a reason. Just put them up. You don't have to blast your music for everyone to hear. We don't want to hear it. You're like the fucking kid in the Call of Duty lobby who just blasts music all the time. You're the most annoying piece of shit possible. I hate it. I'm just so fucking over it. I want it to stop. I don't know. It's just a big rant today. I know it's like totally different from what I usually do, but I just had to talk about it because it just really ticked me off today. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. That's pretty much it for me. Thank you for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll talk to you later. See ya.